Okay, this working is it's a love obsession spell. So I'm calling on two deities for this, well, three actually for this cause. Uh, Dantalion from the Guisha, Amon again Goetia, and the Santissima Morte. Uh, so if you're not familiar with working with any of those deities, use your own will to do the spell. Just be very, very careful. I'm familiar with how to do this, and it's just to be clear on that, so if you're going to try this, use whatever deity is your own. Santa Muerte, like I said, to me, you have to be devoted to her to get anything. When you ask for anything, I think it's important to be in a good working relationship with her, and that takes time. I've been working with her for quite a while, and the Grace I've been working with for a long, long time, since I was very, very young, so I know what I'm doing with regards to that. Uh, You can use seals, sigils. So the reason why I'm calling on Dantalion, I will refer to the book. But the Dantalion, in my opinion, is excellent for manipulating the thought process. And in this instance, we want the client's partner to the target to basically, be in love, be devoted to him, obsessed with him, kind of thing. And Dantalion is the 71st spirit. He she bit is because Dantalion, it's unclear if Dantalion is male or female. The energy is very strange, I'll put it like that, and it's very hard to pinpoint exactly. So, she is a great and mighty duke, appearing in the form of a man with many countenances, all men's and women's faces, yeah. And she has a book in her hand. Her office is to teach all arts and sciences unto any, and to declare the sacred counsels of anyone. For she knows the thoughts of all men and women, and can change them at will. She can cause love and show the likeness of any person anywhere in the world. She governs 36 legions of spirits. So that is the reason why I call on Dantalion. Uh, spell work calling on Santa Muerte and the Guisha, in my opinion, that is when I get the best results. People always ask about results, and I'm going to have to set up some sort of page where, it's very hard to keep tabs on people with regards to results. They come to me way down the line telling me everything worked out. I'd like another spell done, say for money, and it was love originally. So, I haven't the time to chase people up and ask them how things went down. It's important, when something does come through, tell me, this really does help. So Amon, this is the one I'm calling on to help reinforce and rebuild the relationship. The 70th spirit is Amon. He is a marquis, great in power, and most stern. He appears like a wolf with a serpent's tail. Out of his mouth vomits flames of fire. But at the command of the magician, he puts on the shape of a man with dog's teeth, beset in a head like a raven, or simply like a man with a raven's head. He tells of all things past and to come. He procures feuds and reconciles controversies between friends. He governs 40 legions of spirits. And what I want to do, first of all, is I'm going to make an offering to Dantalion. First of all, I will give Amon a little offering that's different from this one, but I just wanted to show this is what I sometimes do with offerings. Now, this is powdered blood, and blood is the strongest thing you can give a spirit, in my opinion. It is, it's basically your life force that you're given. So, uh, if you want to use your own blood, use a diabetic lancet. Don't go cutting yourself up or anything. Just use a little diabetic lancet and dab a piece of blood on it. That's all you need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn this seal. And don't worry, this does not make the spirit cross or angry or anything like that. I'm doing this so that I can... Oh, there's yarn in my way. I'm doing this so I can release this and use this as part of the spell. So that's my offering to Dantalion. And you need a fireproof bowl, plate, or whatever. Oops, I'm going to make sure it all burns. That way it's absorbed, the blood is absorbed nicely. Just want to make sure I've got it all. It's kind of hard to burn, but all my smoke alarms are going to go off. Cool. I think that's the last of it. Okay. Just let the last of it burn out, okay? Okay, so what I'm going to do is use this in the actual honey jar. Or you could sprinkle the ashes to the air, it's up to you, but I'm going to use it in the actual jar working. And because we really want Dantalion's influence in this working, because Dantalion is the one that manipulates the thought, and we need to bring her back. Photographs face to face, always face to face. And I have some oils on these photographs, but I'm just going to redo one or two of them. Let's see. So think of me oil, okay? So all these spirits will get basically an offering. I can't show it all in video. I will work on this for I'm probably sure a week or two, maybe more. Burning candles on it, pushing my intent into it. Come to me oil, that's on his photograph. And we want communication on them as well. Okay. A little bit of love oil and use whatever you've got yourself at home, and some pheromones to give them to bring the attraction back. Now going face to face and folding them towards me, and then pulling it in towards me. Sorry, you can't see that. And I'm gonna bind this up tight. 1 second. Excuse me, I was a bit hoarse. So it's just sealing it now, and I'm just saying a few little bits and pieces to myself that it will become one. She will see that he's the correct man for her, no other person, only him. She only has eyes for him. It's him and him only. Oh, what? Redo this. They are physically and emotionally at one with each other, and no one will come between them. She dreams of him. She realizes he is the one true love in this lifetime. Just gonna pop that in, and I have dressed the petition in the same oils prior to doing this, so I'm popping that in as well, like so. Get yourself some honey. I'm going to use honey tonight. Been a while since I've used honey. It's a little bit awkward. It's a fresh bottle and it's really hard to get into. Please bear with me. Okay, that should do. With this honey, she will become sweet. Sweet and more in love than she has ever been with the client. Sweet as honey. Her heart will be warmed and she will always think of him, dream of him, until they connect again, and they will be emotionally, physically, and spiritually at peace. There we go. A good idea would be now to put in some cinnamon ginger. Cinnamon and ginger is good for, if I can find it, cinnamon and ginger is good for basically giving things a bit of a nudge with regards to lust. It's good to push a bit of lust in there because it creates the spark again. I'm actually going to put a little bit, where is it? This is some red syrup that I've made with a little bit of alcohol. I like this because it turns the jars red and also really sweetens everything up. A little bit of orris root in there for her to, yeah, orris root will push her forward. Okay, and I have a little love mix. Let's see where it is. Powdered down flowers, catnip, all those things to attract. And we want a bit of road opener to clear the pathways for him, you know, to come back into her life again properly. Road opener, okay. Have I any precipitation powder left? There's a little bit left, I'll use that. I must order some more of this. That is to speed things up, but at the end of the day, you can't put a timeline on any of this, not at all. The only thing I will say is to be positive, keep that positive mind frame, that's the most important thing. You know, it really is impossible to give you an exact time. It's just, I advise you to take a step back, not to keep, you know, pursuing the person. Take a step back. Don't talk about getting the relationship back on track again. Just keep things easy going until the spell reaches her, and then when we get things in a better place, then it's an idea we can work on how to approach the situation. But the best thing at this point is to let her breathe, and no contact unless it's needed with regards to your children and stuff. No pressure, no, you know, none of that, because that allows the spell to reach her without any walls put up. Because at the end of the day, if she's been pressurized, the walls around her will get a bit, you know, more reinforced, and it's harder to break through that. So it's important to step back. Also, we are going to do a bind on the family. I'll show you a photograph of that working when I have it ready, and the reading will be sent separately. I'm trying to keep my videos down at 15 minutes. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is, before I blow energy, well, actually what I do is I form a triangle like this, and then I blow, and that activates it for me. I don't shake these jars around too much because that upsets things, but I'm going to put some roses in there. There's roses, because it's around Valentine's Day, I'm putting some of the flowers in there, and I think it's good. I obtained roses, so I'm going to put the roses in there that I obtained because it's good. It's a good idea when someone gives you roses as a gesture of, be it love, kindness, you know, that sort of thing. That person has thought of you. That person holds you in their heart. And when you put that into a love spell, even though it was given to someone else, it still holds the intention. If that makes sense, does it? So because I got roses, believe it or not, someone actually gave me roses. The intention was good, and I'm putting the good intention back into the jar via my roses, you know. And I've also got some flowers that I have on the Santa Morte altar that I'll seal the top of that jar up with, and then I'll get a pink candle, and I'll burn some pink candles on that, and probably some blue candles for healing. But please, please, please try your best to stay positive. It's a process. This whole thing is a process. Uh, like I said, it takes time. That is the main thing. It really does take time. And I'll be working on it at this end. It's still not finished. This is the beginning. I do some candle work on this, so it's never the end. When this cuts off, it's not the end. So you'll get your reading very soon, and please like, share, subscribe, and I'll speak to you all again very soon, and I'll be in touch with you all very soon. If you've purchased work, I'll be in touch very, very soon. So have a great evening.